Good evening, everyone. Just confirming my audio settings seem to be working. This is Bremster, and I'm going to just do some more face rolling stuff with my Sorcerer. I don't know why I nearly said Warlock there. I'm not playing a Warlock. I have had an insane day of recording puzzles, but I've had fun doing an insane day of recording puzzles. Let's try a 117. That should allow me to upgrade some glyphs. I don't think I've ever had my glyphs this high level.
Tested now.
Apparently I could make my build more powerful by making some changes now that I've got all the gear, but I'm not too stressed about it right now. I should look at that at some point. Because every time I go, I'm not too stressed about it right now, and I do it, it's like, oh my lord, that's such a huge difference. It'd be nice to be able to link to the build that I'm following, but the site that does it expires the builds, so they can't turn around and say, this is the build as it was at this time. They turn around and say, we've updated the build and we delete all previous versions. And it's like, oh, that's kind of sad. It means that there's no historical record to what was going on. Nice. Hey, butterfly. Does this mob actually drop any gear when you defeat them in the pit? Like, what's the point of them spawning? No, they absolutely don't. Today has been an insane day for recording puzzles. World boss in 11 minutes. Legion in 1. So let's see if I can go do the Legion event. There is no one else here. Trying to do it solo feels a bit weird. I went the wrong way for sure. And we should be the big final boss. Which didn't last very long. Something purple dropped. There's a glyph of the false prophet.
Will be swift.
So there's a world boss in 5 minutes. Hey, Eric. Glad you could drop in. Tune in. Drop out. What is it? Something, something, drop out.
It is done.
Chaos. Okay, world boss in 4 minutes. I can go wait. Where is the world boss? Tune in, turn on, drop out. I thought it was turn on, tune in, drop out, but you're probably more right than I am. I mean, considering I'm a huge hair fan, I should know that one.
Greetings.
Hello.
Greetings.
Hello. Greetings.
Hello.
Oh, crap.
Greetings. Welcome. No.
This will be your last stupid mistake.
No.
Sorry. Brutal. I like it.
Yes.
Yeah, I can't remember which way it is. The nouns are the first thing to go. Although that's not a noun, that's a phrase.
I'm too late.
I apologize.
Thank you.
I appreciate that.
Impressive.
Well done.
No.
Impressive.
Brutal. I like it. This will be your last stupid mistake.
No.
It will not be my last stupid mistake.
Sorry.
He's not lasting very long.
Well done.
That was crap loot. That was completely crap. Why would anyone do... Why are world bosses worth it? Have a good one, Eric. Bye, bye, bye. Let's go Endurial. Not Andurial, just Durial. Andurial is someone else. It was Andariel, actually. So we're not going to do Andariel and Duriel. We're just going to do Duriel. Do I want to do that again? Nah. What's next? Ba 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 ba. Helltide Harvest. Well, let's get rid of some of this junk then. Which I would say is all of it.
You where to find me.
Ancients, watch over this one.
Keith's not here though. The ancients can't look over this one. Watch over this one. How many too many? Is there two too many or is there three too many? Is it formidable? Is it three-middable?
Is someone there?
I mean, 4 is mid. So the Goblin event starts again soon, which could make Nightmare Dungeons insane. I just said that. I got the Helltide Assassin. I assassinated him. I was the one with the middle name this time. Oh, come on. I need one more. Here we go. And that completes a whisper. Do you think Butterfly lets the dog pick the direction they go? Like pick the destination and stuff?
Taken apart, melted down.
It is done.
Greater collection of gauntlets. Not a single one of them got through my loot filter.
You know where to find me.
Do I want to go try that other Legion event? It's right there. I also haven't finished all the fishing stuff. At least I don't think I have. I got distracted. There's actually people here this time.
Hello.
Greetings.
Hello.
Yes.
That was inspiring.
No.
Come with me.
No.
May the light show you mercy in death.
I apologize.
I still haven't done complete Nightmare Dungeons in Skovos. I still haven't finished this one. And I still haven't opened Silent Chests. Like, they're not easy to find.
The town is under attack! Leave no pirate alive! They're attacking the northeast!
I'm not going to be able to do much with these people around.
They're attacking the east! They're attacking the northeast! They're attacking the north!
Not very clear how this works, is it?
The town center is under attack!
It is. By what?
Ballisti! Northeast! To the south! Something is coming! The town center...
Test it now.
That flame effect is one of the character's abilities, and it is so dumb. Apparently people have said that they should make it that you have the ability to toggle off the ability to, so you can make it that you don't see other players' abilities, because some of them are just so dumb. I don't know what this is supposed to be.
They're everywhere! Hold every path! Ballisti! To the east! Pirates on the eastern shrine! Bastards! They desecrated the shrines! Woohoo! Victory!
Makes no sense to me whatsoever. I have no idea what that was supposed to mean. I mean, I'm a little bit powerful, but more powerful than my last pit. I'm not getting very much more powerful, but I just got a couple of glyph upgrades because I did my last pit. But upgrades are not really happening yet. I am not getting more powerful.
Curse this place. I'm being followed.
Like and subscribe. I just love how at the beginning it was like, we don't want the game to just be like Diablo 3. 3 years later, it's Diablo 3 with better graphics. Wow, that was terrible loot.
A hard-fought battle indeed. Albeir, swinging away.
He's a swinger. This is terrible.
Let's reconsider. May the light go with you.
My nipples explode with delight. I should go possibly pick up the fishing quest on this character.
Will be tested now.
Welcome back. Did you let the pooch pick the destination? I would have thought that was a plan with all the drawbacks, but I've never taken a dog for a walk because I've never had a dog. Well, that's not true. Not for a very, 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 very long time. Guess what time isn't?
Such a pity. I forgive you, child. I forgive you.
Oh, nice. I didn't want to open the chest, I didn't want to open the chest of armaments. Okay, so that's really annoying. Because I'm trying to save those armaments keys, but it's just, yeah.
Greetings. Another Undercity run. Again, it's a Saturday night. It's only 9:30. It's 9 o'clock on a Saturday. I kind of already want to go to bed. I have recorded a lot of puzzles today, though. Like, a lot of puzzles today. So I recorded the final puzzles for the Sudoku to a Point puzzle pack. So that should come out soon. I recorded all of the puzzles for this week's Sudoku U set. And I started doing all of the prep work and everything for the series that will be for when I'm in the UK. So I've recorded, I think, 8 or 9 puzzles today and have done a bunch of channel admin and preparation work. I also did some security work
and a little bit of writing. Yeah, lots to get done though. Like I've got a lot to record for while I'm away. Because I'm effectively taking a 5-week break. So during the break, I may choose not to run the World Puzzle Federation and drop it to 1 video a day. Because, seriously? Think of the $1.63 a day I won't make.
Taken apart, melted down.
Oh yeah, the channel does not pay much. And yet I still am determined to keep it that the Patreon is available for free and all of that sort of stuff. I'm not like CTC who are making, were making like $30,000 or $40,000 a month. I'm not at that stage at all.
Your death will be swift.
So I got another Ring of Starless Skies, which I can do a bit of a dodgy on to see if I can turn it into something with extra. So yeah, they were making huge amounts. Like they were making their view count was more per month than mine was in like the first 3 years of my channel. And they were making huge buck. And then they had their Patreon that was, had just so many paid members on it, that was more than my entire channel was worth.
That's it for that piece.
Per month. And yeah, just ridiculous. So the thing you do is you put it in and you say, I want to transfigure the item, and you see if it comes out unmodifiable. Because if it comes out unmodifiable, modifiable like that, so that had resource cost reduction added to it and is still modifiable. So that could now be upgraded.
Wise to seek an
So this one got a single thing, which was 7 item quality. Now, I don't know that resource cost reduction is going to be a significant boost. Although resource cost reduction, spending your primary resources reduces the resource cost of your skills and increases your damage by 10% for 3 seconds. So it's going to drop my resource cost down to very low. But I can make the item better. So potentially even better again. So I'm going to give this a try. So we add the socket. So we socket. We then temper with cooldown reduction.
Step up to my anvil.
I'm after the 9%, I think it is. Wow. .5%. There you go. So now I masterwork it, and I want to get the masterworking on... Actually, where does it say I want to get it? Does it say on the attack speed, does it? Yeah, on the attack speed, I can do that. So we masterwork this sucker.
Anyone asks, tell them it's from Skovos.
Yeah, when I dropped my Patreon support of theirs when the AI thing happened, so when the AI debacle happened, I dropped my Patreon support, and when that happened, they've not responded to anything. They used to respond to my recommendations occasionally. They used to do like the birthday greeting for Maggie. They used to do the birthday greeting for me. They used to respond to my puzzle request, the suggestions and all of that sort of stuff. I used to get like semi-regular communication with them. Since I dropped my Patreon support, zero, not a thing. So that was a bit weird. So 5 item quality. whereas the previous one was 7 item quality. So it's not quite as good, but it's got the 10.1% resource cost reduction. Do I ever run out of resources? Not really. But I'll keep it in the bank in case I ever feel that I need it for resource gen. Now we do a pit. It was worth a try to see if I got anything good, because it's possible I could have rolled again and got another modifier, made it still be modifiable, which means I could have rolled again and got another improvement, and it could have gotten better and better and better. It didn't. And, you know, they put a lot of work into getting this success, including sort of making the format work and everything. I have no begrudging of that. It's just a little weird that the way that sometimes it's hung together is like... Even when their fan base was wishing I was dead, I still have no ill will towards them. It's just that sometimes it's really hard living in the same world. I have to admit, the Sakana AI thing really felt weird. Them turning around when everyone was saying, why are our puzzles in this AI thing? We didn't get involved with this. And their response was that they've had no relationship with Sakana AI, when 9 months before, they stated publicly that they were invited to Japan as guests of Sakana AI. It's like, one of those statements is a lie, and we know that you were in Japan because you were showing details of tours that you did of places in Japan. So, which was it? Why is it that as soon as there was blowback against Sakana AI, because all of a sudden people's puzzles, when they hadn't given permission, were given to Sakana AI and they were claiming some level of ownership of them, that you turned around and said that you've had no relationship? That's changing your story after the fact, and that felt very dodgy. And like, I will admit, sometimes circumstances change. My circumstances have changed sometimes, and that's fine. But I've tried to be honest with people about it.
Curse this place. I'm being followed.
Like, even though they're in London and everything, I don't expect to see them in Sudoku Con in the UK. And part of me wonders it's because they feel it would be beneath them to attend. I don't know. I hope I'm wrong. I really do. I mean, if it had just been, you know, they exchanged emails with Sakana AI and, you know, they turned around and said, oh yeah, we're interested, blah, 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 blah. And then 9 months later it all, and Sakana AI then took that as meaning something, and 9 months later it all blew up and they went, oh, we've had no relationship with them. But you don't forget being flown to Japan. So if the relationship had been, oh, we had a video call with them and, you know, talked about their tool, that's not a relationship. That's having had a phone call. Being flown to Japan? How is that no relationship? It's like, it still really rubs me the wrong way. And if you're under a confidentiality agreement, then what you've said is actually kind of in violation of them. I've got several NDAs with places that I work for. One place that I worked for 15 years ago was under an incredibly strict NDA to the point where I'd probably still, like, if I checked, wouldn't be allowed to talk to them. Basically, the understanding was, this is something you never talk about. It's like, fine. But you don't, the contract didn't say you lie about it. It is just, I can't talk about this. Lying about it is actually worse and can end you up in court under a lot of NDAs, because the problem starts being you're misrepresenting things. So, you know, if I'm under an NDA with work and I turn around and say, oh, I've got no, you know, and I lie about what my work is doing, and then my work comes out and says something different, then my work has been misrepresented. And that could be a huge problem. So you've got to be really careful about this crap. Unless you just don't care. You feel you're immune to everything because everything is beneath you. And it just feels dirty. Now, I'm almost certainly said things that were wrong. Like, I guarantee you I've said many things in all of my videos and stuff that turned out to be wrong. But, yeah, just weird. What do I want to do?
There's a couple of legendary XP there, which could be interesting. Like I could do 3 pits in a row before getting to another boss. Let's have a look at a new plan though. Boss, Helltide, Dungeon, Pit, Boss. That looks good. Because by the time I've done the boss, the Helltide will have reset. As I said, I hope I'm wrong. I hope they're at Sudoku Con, and I hope that they get value from Sudoku Con. I'm not expecting to get any value from Sudoku Con. Like, attending Sudoku Con is going to cost me more money than my channel has ever made. Like, if I put all of the money I've ever made from my channel, which I've put thousands of hours into, together, it wouldn't get me to Sudoku Con and back. I mean, maybe it'd be close. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. I'm gonna have a blast. That's what the value is. I'm gonna have an absolute ball. If I was looking at it as a financial transaction, it's an absolute loss. There is absolutely no value, like financial value, in going to Sudoku Con. And as I said, this is what feels weird to me, which is kind of why I feel they wouldn't attend. Unless the con paid for them to attend, maybe? But God, I hope the con doesn't do that. Wow. Yeah, I get it. Didn't even notice I got a mythic in there.
Taken apart.
Apparently I got a mythic. They're changing the way mythics work in the next major patch. So any unique will be able to be unique, mythic. A bit like primal legendaries in Diablo 4, Diablo 3, which I think is cool. And you'll be able to craft one of them, but they could also drop that way, which is kind of cool. I'm just going to salvage that, and I'm going to put that over there to be done sometime, but I am actually going to salvage that one.
I'll be here, swinging away.
How many? I've got 7 resplendent sparks. Let's see if I can get
Andariel's visage. Not what I wanted. We'd talked about making one of our destinations Cardiff because we would both like to see Wales, but we chose to do Oxford instead. Because we can't do everything.
This should be interesting.
Ooh, Museum of Science and Industry. Can you email me the details of those? Of that? Felinae would love to do that. I'd love to do that, but I'm going to be at SudokuCon, which means I'm probably going to miss out. But Felinae would love to do that because she's not going to SudokuCon because she doesn't do Sudoku. But that sounds right up Felinae's alley. She'd love that one.
Greetings.
Bless you.
Most beautiful.
Wow, I've already got 165 cinders. That happened fast. Is that really the only chest I can do? I can probably do that one at this point. I'm close to being able to do that one. Okay, I'm going to go hand that whisper in. Okay, I mean, a lot of those sorts of museums do hang around, so it may still be there. Or at least just send me some details that it was something that used to exist, so we know to look for it. This is the problem with being old. Everything changes. Okay, so how do I get down there? I'm not a fan of this map. I mean, I think the area is really... atmospheric, and I like how it ties into the story and everything, but the map is a nightmare to navigate. Yay! Look at you making whole sentences.
It is done.
Do a nightmare dungeon, you say? It's got drifting shades in it, which sucks, but... Harmonym, do do dee do do. A harmonym, do do dee do.
Know that I have your back.
No, I have my back, otherwise the front would fall off. Although that's normally a problem for ships. That is an Australian joke that most people outside of Australia don't get, which is a shame, because it's a very good joke.
Over here! Help! Watch out!
if you want to know the skit that I'm talking about, all you should need to look up on the internet is the term "the front fell off." That should be enough for you to find it. What the hell is this? Vile Splendor and Obol's reward. The front fell off. Man, Australia wishes that dude, I can't remember the guy's name. He passed away about 10 years ago. Man, what he would have done with Trump. Oh my lord. As a political satirist, oh, it would have been stunning. No, it's not George Carlin. The Australian comedian who is in that skit was one of the best political satirists I've ever known. When he passed away, that was one where Australia mourned. Clark and Dawes, yeah.
Damn. And it's terrible.
Yeah, not too bad. Oh, finished so soon?
Pity to break another's work.
And it's... Oh, hey. Nice. A legendary prize for the mainlander.
I'm still not getting Armageddon. I'm not getting Armageddon.
Ah, mainlander. Taken up. You know where to find me.
Damn.
A legendary prize for the mainlander.
I'm not going to get a chance to do much in Manchester because I'll be arriving in Manchester the very next day. It's the con, and the day after that is we're flying. Well, we're getting on a train back to London. So Bellany, as I said, is going to have a few days to do stuff around Manchester. I am not. But that's fine. I'm not bitter, I'm lucky I get to do Sudoku-con. And I get a lot of time off work. Can't believe I booked 5 weeks off work and then my boss said, you need to book 3 more weeks. It's like, what the heck am I going to do with all of this time off? And then it's like, oh, you're really busy, you need to finish this and this. And it's like, no, if you're telling me to take leave, I am not going to work extra hours because of it. I mean, he wasn't asking me to work extra hours. That sounded unfair. That's not what was happening. At all. I mean, those palaces tend to last forever, don't they?
Step up to my anvil.
Nice. And it's hey. Yeah, not too bad.
Oh, it is a waitress, isn't it?
Damn. Hey, nice. Terrible. A legendary prize. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Try again.
No, because it's not working.
I'll be ears.
I'm after an Armageddon upgrade. But I'm not getting an Armageddon upgrade. Obols, more Obols, Vile Splendor, and a Hardwick Strong Room. There's also a Dark Omen, so I'm probably getting butchered. I'd like to get butchered straight after I hit a shrine. I'm glad they're making it that Obolds are going to stack to 25,000 because this is ridiculous.
A legendary prize. It's worth something. And damn, they can't all be winners, can they?
How about any?
Oh, it is a waitress, isn't it?
Terrible. Hey, nice. Hey, it's worth a legendary prize for the mainlander.
Ooh, that sounds awesome. We love going to markets. It's one of the things that we're hoping to find in London, but we're also going to London not really looking for anything in particular. Like if we go to London and go, oh, we've got to find this and we've got to find this and we've got to find this, we're just going to get disappointed. We just want to go and see what we find. There's a couple of places I want to go to, but if I don't like find anything specific, I don't want to like be, oh my God, I didn't find X. I don't want to do that. That will just disappoint me. Mythic sigils do not exist. Well, I am now full of obols again to the point where I can't see the items I want to loot. So back to town we go. Back to town we go. Back to town we go. This would be much better when you can have 25,000 obols. I mean, how they didn't think that they had to do that
And
10 seasons ago.
it's worth so finished so soon? A legendary nice. Hey, well damn. They can't all be winners, can they?
That's it for that piece.
A legend terrible. Can't stop there. Come on, one more.
Nope.
Oh, it is a waitress, isn't it?
Be ready.
Oh, that sounds awesome. Yeah, definitely want the details on that one too. Paladin's going to love this stuff. I mean, we've got stuff like that in Melbourne, but it's always cool to see how other countries do it. Sorry, the motherland does it. Do. Oh no, I'm full of obols again. I mean, there were some nice markets we found in New Zealand. Realistically, the nicest market I think I've ever been to was in Hobart.
Hey, nice. A legend.
Although there was a really nice one in Brisbane.
An excellent pull, my friend. Fate smiles.
Back to it then.
Care for a game of chess? And damn. They can't all be winners, can they? Hey, well done.
So there is one with an aspect upgrade, not the aspect I'm looking for.
You know where to find me.
When we were in Germany, found a whole bunch of role-playing books that were like, oh, I'd love these, but it was like, there's no way I could deal with the weight allowance. It's like, what do I do? And it was like, oh, I'm not doing much role-playing anymore. I'm mostly doing... And it's like, if I saw them now, it would be like, oh! Yeah, that... Going back in the S now is like, would be very, very dangerous. Got a butcher as well. Full of obols again. Getting good coffee is going to be a problem. I found one place in my trip to Germany that I considered to have good coffee.
Care for a game of chance? A legend. Terrible. Can't stop there. Come on, one more. I thought mainlanders had a sense of adventure. Feeling lucky? Hey. Nice. Oh, so a legendary prize for the mainlander.
I don't, but it was... I could probably find out where it was in Munich, and it was just a little bit off Marienplatz. So off to the east of Marienplatz, southeast of Marienplatz, there's a church, and on the other... There's a lot of churches, I know. And to the south of the church, there was a little coffee place that had a sign in the door when we walked past at night saying, best coffee ever. And I'd had no good coffee in Germany. It was like, okay, I'm from Melbourne. We're famous for our coffee culture. I'm going to see whether you live up to this. And because we were walking around it, so I said, if we come back this way, and we were walking through Marienplatz every day, so I figured it was likely we would come back that way. I said, I wouldn't mind trying a coffee from here to the person I was traveling with. And he said, he doesn't drink coffee, but he said, yeah, we can do that, because he knew I'd been craving good coffee. I said, let's see if they can live up to it. And honestly, oh yeah, it was a very good coffee. I was a very happy person. Now, it may have just been I'd been starved for good coffee. And therefore my standards had dropped. Why put the only shrine right at the end of the dungeon after all the elites? That's just rude. Oh no, I'm full of obols again. This is insane. So there was a souvenir place on the corner of where it was, just just south of the church, and they sold really nice plushies. I picked up a plush Wolpertinger for Felinae.
Legendary prize. It's worth and terrible. Can't stop there. Come on.
Which was really cool. I thought that was ancient when I looked at it before, but apparently not, so I'm just going to go bam. And that was really cool. So,
Hey, damn. And it's worth something. Not much, but something.
and it was like 3 doors up from that. So I'd be able to find it again
Not too bad.
on a map. I'm just currently playing Diablo.
I know what lurks in darkness.
Yeah, well, I'm going to have to do another couple of O-Balls runs after this, because this guy's going to drop all of the O-Balls if I manage to kill him. See? Yeah, if it's still there. This was in 2019, so it's been a long time. But at the time, they said they like there was a plaque or something on the wall that stated that they'd been there for a very long time. So, but everything has changed since 2019. We all know that.
Oh, look what it has. And nice. Oh, it's worth a legendary. Oh, finished so soon? And hey, nice. Damn. It's worth something. Not much, but something.
Like, I'm assuming I didn't get an upgrade to Armageddon and not know. No. I've still got 3 levels of Armageddon upgrade I can get. Which is a bit rude when you think about it, because it could give me one and not give me much of an upgrade at all.
Mainlander, what brings you?
See that blue swirly thing? That's a portal. That's what brought me. Same joke every time. Okay, there was an ancestral focus there with the wrong thing, but it was a focus with the with an aspect upgrade, which is kind of silly when you think about it. Well, as I said, Germany's the only place I've ever been north of the equator.
How I've dreamed of this moment. Let us fight.
Beast in the Ice as well as Astaroth.
Oh, Wanderer, we've only just begun.
We've only just begun.
How sweet the pain of destruction. Until next time.
There is a purple there. Purple amulet. Another melted heart of Selig. I keep wanting people to come to Melbourne so I can meet them. I studied in Melbourne for more than a year. Funny thing, that.
Mainlander, you know where to find me.
It never seems to roll anything good, does it? Oh my lord, look at all of these. Why can't it ever drop boss items for a boss that drops something that I want? Now, I've got all of those. Boss doesn't drop anything I want. Seriously? It's happened before, Butterfly. So, a close friend of mine, I went to their birthday party about 4 or 5 years ago, and they'd invited people that they knew from other parts of their life. And someone walked in and was, "Oh, great, I to see you, haven't seen you for ages." And we just started talking. It was like, "You two know each other?" It's like, "Yeah, we've been mates for years." It's like, okay, because he thought that like we were completely different circles. It was like, yeah, really weird. And there was I mean, one of them was, I think, Full Deck and Missing a Few Cards mentioned someone that they knew in Australia, and I happen to know that person pretty well. Was it Full Deck and Missing a Few Cards who did it? Someone in the Sudoku community mentioned that they knew someone from Melbourne, and I turned around and said, "Oh yeah, I know them well. Like we've played board games together like more than dozens of times." And it's like, what? It's like, yeah. We've known each other for 20 years. It was like, really? Yeah. Welcome to the way the world works. No, I don't think it was full deck and missing a few cards. It was someone... Might have been Rockrat. It doesn't matter. I mean, people get the impression that Australia is a small place, and it's not. You know, there's a lot of people in Australia, and we're very, very spread out. It's small compared to a lot of countries or continents, not spatially, but population-wise. It's teeny compared to a lot of places. But the chance of you knowing someone is infinitesimally small, unless you start talking about sort of communities that have a chance of overlapping, at which point the chance of you knowing someone, particularly if that person has been public in that community, like someone who's done organisation of events or, you know, something like that. Like they happen to turn around and say it was someone who is famous in the board gaming, globally in the board gaming community. And I used to be a board game teacher, or still am, but I used to be quite a well-respected board game teacher, which is why I was interested in getting into Sudoku explaining, is because the board game teaching was coming up so little that I wanted to sort of hone those skills in a way that I could. And I was able to do that with the Sudoku. It's a similar skill set. So... yeah. So do I know the super theatre fans in Australia? Many of them. Do I know a lot of the big name role players in Australia? Many of them. I used to know many people in sci-fi and fantasy fandom. Though not anymore. That's moved on. That's a little unfortunate. I hope you didn't hook up. Kissing cousins and all of that. I hope it wasn't someone you were romantically entangled with in high school. That would just be embarrassing. Do I want to get an early night? Like, I should be doing things that are more productive than this. But I kind of don't want to. Like, I should be returning to the story games and stuff. But I kind of don't want to.
many more to come. Mainlander, pity to break another's work. Back to it then.
I've got so many materials now. Although these numbers are lower than I'm used to them being. Obvious-site's insane. Although having this many resplendent sparks for me is kind of crazy. It's... So if I wanted to try what and get a better Eldruin, can I get a better Eldruin from crafting? No. Except for just the gamble one. I could try and get a better Air of Perdition, though. Air of Perdition is Jar, Quay, and Gar. I went through this before. I haven't got any jar rooms. So what's needed for the Ring of Starless Skies? Watt, and
Good
Sem.
luck, Mainlander.
I've got 3 runes. I'd have heaps of Watt and Sem. And to make an rune, I need a Qua. See, it just... Considering the gamble level, it's just more tempting to go just do that.
Most useful.
And there's a Ring of Starless Skies, which is not inherently better, but if I can throw a good effect on it with a Transfigure and it doesn't lock in, that's now unmodifiable, so...
Oh, it is a waitress, isn't it?
we do that. I don't care about the staff.
Step up to my anvil.
But notice how that got a greater affix on it?
Anyone asks, tell them it's from Scopus.
Another Andariel's, which is better than the Andariel's I've got sitting here. So I'll swap those over. Not that I think I need the Andariel's.
Taken apart, I'll be here. Mainlander, what brings you? Worthy of the ancients, this.
Got another Spear of Lycander.
That's it for that piece.
And another Andariel's. And I think I can't craft anymore. I burnt through all my sparks. Oh, fuck. I hate this. Why did it let me salvage my good ring? Okay. I have to put on the backup. It let me salvage my good ring. All of these were marked. But it let... It let me salvage my good ring. But fortunately, I had a backup. Yeah, it scrapped the wrong one.
Step up to my anvil. That's it for that piece.
You've got to be really careful about that.
That is a scary craftsmanship.
Shroud of False Death. I think I've got one of those. I do.
Oh, it is a waitress, isn't it?
Got to be really careful about that. But fortunately, I had a backup. So,
Now then.
otherwise, I would have been screwed. Don't like that map. See, I can't go from boss to boss. So there's a boss there. Let's put the bosses next to each other. And I'm nearly full of O-balls again.
Oh, look what it and nice. A legendary. Oh, sorry. Hey, well done, you.
You know where to find me.
Fortunately, I had a backup. That could have gone terribly wrong.
A legendary prize for the mainlander.
Yeah, I screwed up. It's my screw up. I'm not angry at... I'm a little angry, but I'm not super angry at the game. Fortunately, I had a backup. That could have gone... Man, that would have been... It does give you a confirmation window, but because you do it over and 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 over, you start ignoring your confirmation windows. So... Yeah. Okay, I now need to step away. I've had enough for now. So I'm going to log off and call this for now. Thank you, Butterfly, for the company. It's been wonderful to chat to you. I hope the game has been entertaining while that's been going on. It has for me. I might go read my book or something. Have a Saturday night where I relax. Thank you, everyone, for watching. I hope you've had fun if you come and watch this later, including Bremster of the Future, because I know Bremster of the Future watches these. And as always, good luck finding the stories that make you happy. Bye, everyone.